Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Yolanda, and today, welcome to Unfiltered Me. In today's video, we're talking about how to survive high school. I'm a high school senior. Your girl is a senior here, 2024 graduate. Yes, that's me, and I am so excited to get out. Let me tell you, my college application, scholarships, everything, I am on it. It is July, but I am on it because when it's May 25th, 26th, graduation day, your girl's gonna be out of here, okay? So before we start into this little video, a little help book for all my freshmen, sophomore, juniors, or anybody, no matter what grade you're in, let me tell you how to survive these 4 years. First, I make sure this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, let's get on with this video. Okay, so honestly, like, as you guys probably know, if you're already in high school is not like the movies like that they say. For me, I say like I pretty much, like, for the most part, I am pretty satisfied how it's at. Maybe not grade wise, but like grade wise, like I'm doing fine. I could be doing better, but for the most part, like I'm involved in a lot of stuff. I'm in a lot of clubs. I'm involved in sports. Like I say in my game. My grades are up. I go to sporting events as much as I can because I'm in a club that requires that. I have lots of friends because I'm involved in all those things. I just am a pretty social person, so I feel like for the most part, like I feel like for the most part, like I'd have good things to say and just like how to like maneuver things you can do or yada 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 for like, you know, like these years and everything like that. But you know, honestly, one of the huge, like, let me tell you, the biggest thing I really regret not doing the past 3 days was tutoring. I remember elementary, I was like forced into tutoring, and I was like, oh, like it was really stigmatized then. I was like, oh, you need extra help. Like I remember the gifted kids, like they were given extra recess during Valentine's Day. They could eat all their candy, but in my class and all the rest of the other 5th year classes, they're like, you can only eat like 3 pieces, and the rest you have to eat at home. And stuff like that would always piss me off. So the fact that, like, literally, like, the fact that they put me in tutoring, because let me say a girl struggled in math and reading for a hot second, right? So the fact that they wanted me to be in tutoring, that kind of like put me off a little bit. I was just like, eh. So I was already stigmatized. So like I'd say for the most part that kind of carried over to high school, and I don't think of it now, but like I still wish, like, I've kind of just like stayed away from it. Like I knew of it, like sometimes I'd go, but like there's a lot of times where I would really prioritize, like, I mean, sports is okay. I mean, I could always tell my coach, they wouldn't really mind. But like sometimes I would just be blatantly lazy, and it's just like there's so many resources, not just tutoring, but like just because like tutoring, like directly you're talking to the teacher, and more than likely that'll kind of sucker them up a little bit to get you better since they see you putting the hard work. But not just that part, but just, you know, even the library, there's so many good books there, and I wish that I was still into reading as much as I was when I was younger. But we have lots of that, and then at my school we have like a lot of computers, because I know some schools they might not have it, but to be able to have them here, I'm really grateful for that. But I wish I was able to utilize them. But I'm telling you, like, all of those resources, all the counselors, like literally like talk to them, like do something, like don't waste these years and be educated on things. Especially counselors have really valuable information that people really don't pay attention to as much. I remember I was at a graduation party this year, and it was literally like a few weeks ago. My friend was like, yeah, like her friend got so much from scholarships because she went on the Instagram for our school, and it was like smaller scholarships she went to. This is another good hint. Smaller scholarships, and she got lots of money. And my friend, the one who was a friend of the girl who had it, she didn't get the money because she said she only applied to like 2-3 scholarships. But for the most part, like things like that, they were always advertising their Instagram, but nobody really follows it. the counselor's Instagram of my school, but if people didn't, you know, maybe it would open up another door that people didn't realize. Because, see, I didn't realize that, but now, hey, I might try it. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, really utilizing these resources is a must. Another way, number 2, to really get like, you know, like to survive school is to have people. Let me tell you, you need somebody, okay? Like at least one slot person, I'm telling you. It gets so lonely unless like you're used to whatever. It just makes the day and the school so much more better, just to even talk to somebody, even if it's just like, hey, how are you, how's your day been, yada yada, even if it's surface level, just something. Because I had this one class and I just couldn't connect with anyone. And I know I posted a story, I don't know if I posted the video yet, but basically it was just like a bunch of people that were relevant in my class. So it was like I didn't really want to like conform or have to change myself to have to fit into their groups, because like I knew how it was like, I knew the people that were in there and I didn't want to associate myself with. But like that was literally the one class where it was just like so hard for me to make friends. Coming from a really sociable person here who loves talking to people, I just couldn't click with anybody in the class, or I didn't want to associate with things that they were doing. I didn't want to be involved with that as a student athlete. And so it was pretty lonely, but for the most part in every other class I've always had somebody. And I know for others it's really hard too, but I really encourage you to get involved with anything. There's so many clubs I know at my school, and I hope that there's a lot at your schools as well. But really getting involved really helps the transition, especially in freshman year. It helped me tremendously to meet new people, get involved, and I relied on some people, and now they give me advice. And now being the senior, I can transfer and like really help people that are younger or even in my grade right now going through it. And so yeah. The next one, number 3, I'd have to say is to remember that is to stay out of all and any kind of drama. And I feel like it's simple, but for some people, they crave the drama. And well, I know a few people that are like that. And if you know people like that, stay as far away. You can be friends with them, but I advise you to keep your distance in a relationship, because let me tell you, you do not want any drama. So you know how movies are like, remember high school's not a movie, right? Well, in these situations they kind of are, unless you get lucky and it doesn't apply to you. But things circulate, people talk, and it's bad. And like, yeah, people are gonna forget whatever, but like the fact like it's still like happening, or just like, I want to go into specific examples, but then I don't want to like tell people's business like that for real. But there's some things that spread and not the best rumors, and you just don't want that over your head. And there's some people, I have one close friend who I know I say keep them at a distance, but man, like she's really like nice, and I love our friendship so much, but it's so hard to keep it at a distance, because one thing she told me, which was good, she told me up front, is that she loves like the drama. And one time I was telling her something, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna tell everybody, pretty much. I was like, oh, so now I know who to not tell, like, you know. So at least like she was upfront about it, but it's just like still like, you know, there's some people who really, really love drama in that sense. And you just have to be careful who you tell yourself to. I made the mistake so many times. I remember I almost got into a relationship with this person, but I told my mess to everybody. And guess what? Now I became everybody's boyfriend too. Like, and I'm laughing about it now, but I'm suffering from it. And it's been, I'll be honest, it's been like 2 years, almost 2 years, and it's just like, it still bites me in the bum. Like, I remember there was a sports team they were on, right? And I was walking into the building, and like, half the team, I was the only one, and I was going inside. I remember distinctively, I'm telling you distinctively, it was a year after the whole fact. I was walking into the building, and the guys from this team, they just started pushing and shoving me. I was going in the door, and then they were yelling the guy's name that I had messed with, right? And he was like, oh, look who's here, yada yada. And I was like, yeah, so like, was it really worth messing with them? It was. I had fun time, but at the end of the day, look at the repercussions, because not saying that they were a drama person, but just like, a lot had happened that escalated, it became a little bit big, and I kind of learned my lesson that, you know, at the end of the day, you gotta keep things like a little bit, you know, between a few people. Don't let everybody know your business for real, because at the end of the day, it's just like, it's gonna become everybody's relationship, right, with that one person. And so, yeah. Oh, look at the time there. But I can make part 2, because also my battery's kind of dying. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and that was a little bit insightful. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you want part 2, let's get this video to 50 likes. And so yeah, peace is already out.